Nothing doing here. No surprise. It's kind of a, I don't know what's the word, a depressing weather day. This feels like this wants to be a fall day, but it's just not going to happen. It was nice and windy earlier, but that stopped. I think I'm going to go back to Flushing today. I had a big plan to finally do my Q44 SBS from Jamaica to Bronx Zoo, but I'm just feeling lethargic today. I learned about something that I've never heard of. Ancillary to the Flushing Cemetery is a place called the Old Flushing Towne Burial Ground or something. I forget what the exact name of it is, but I think it's still on maps. It still shows up as Martin's Field. But it just looks like an interesting destination, not just because it's another burying ground, because there aren't any tombstones there, but there is some sort of marker for a few people that are known to be buried there. But it was interesting because it's maintained by the Department of Parks and Recreation, and I thought until now that the only burying grounds they had any authority over were was the one at Calvary, the Soldiers Monument, and maybe the one at Greenwood too, the Battle Hill. I don't know. I'm going to stop recording for a bit though. Let's see, will there be anything new here at the community fridge?
Appreciate you for doing that.
Sure. I don't know if you heard that, but that appeared to be somebody from the shelter, and she said, "I appreciate y'all for doing that." And she said it with a big smile. I don't remember what I said. She seemed to think I had something to do with stocking that refrigerator. And I don't. I'm just the asshole who comes in and reports on it. Dial tone. That's all I intend to demonstrate at this point, because that blinking light is giving me a headache. Well, I got out here quicker than I expected. 7 train connected immediately to the Q27 bus on Main Street. And I think from the train to here, I don't even think it was 10 minutes. Maybe a little longer. So let's see what's inside. This is across the street from Flushing Cemetery, which I've been through a number of times. I'm surprised to say that this place never registered with me. But I never claimed to be an encyclopedia of New York City cemeteries, just a wanderer. Now, this is basically a pauper cemetery. That's why there are no stones. So these 4 names down here, these were the only tombstones that they could read that were intelligible. At least I think that's what I read. Look at these. Unknown, unknown female, unknown infant, unknown Joe, unknown man. I guess they were able to make out the name Joe on a marker or something, but an infant son of, well, it's a lot of names. There was one guy sitting on a bench back there, but otherwise I think I'm the only person here. There's a nice big red flower. It just rained. I guess that stuff off in that playground stuff, I guess that's all part of this. Maybe I'll go out there. I mean, I'm here, right? Let's look at this first, though. Let's take another look. So it does look like a separate facility. They didn't leave the playground on the cemetery. Or maybe they did. I haven't done a lot of research here, but interesting little find, though. A peaceful place in the heart of Flushing. The sun's coming out. Now you know where to go for your rote test. Or you know who to call. The sun has totally come out now. Pretty sure there is a payphone around here, and I would have. Oh, there it is. I knew this intersection looked familiar. So not a payphone, but a carcass, of course. I remember I spotted this one. I don't know, probably it was during the winter. I remember it being cold. And in that cold day, I found the cold, dead carcass of a payphone outside of the Church of Christ. I think that He-Man sticker might have even been there last time I was here. This might have been a perfect spot for the talk to me thing, but I mean, in terms of just plopping the phone in, there's even a pole to put the solar panel on, but for whatever reason this one never made it. I feel like a bit of a noob, but I've never been on a NICE bus before. Nassau County, I forget what it stands for now. But I just learned yesterday that your MetroCard gets you all over Nassau County as well as Westchester by bus, not by train. I really don't know where this is going. It just says it's going to Great Neck. And that always reminds me of the blooper that allegedly occurred on a game show. Or somewhere. Maybe not a game show, it doesn't matter. But somebody once referred to people from Great Neck as Great Neckers. bus all the way to Great Neck. I changed my mind, but then as the noob that I am, I discovered that they don't make any eastbound stops within Queens. So once you're on, you're on. I probably could have got off someplace where somebody else was boarding, but I figured just go with it.
Great Neck LIRR station.
So once again, I'm slightly disappointed with choosing what I thought was going to be a new, to me, destination, only to find that I've actually been here before. I came out here once. There's a place called, what's it called? I'll think about it while I cross the street here. Stepping Stone Park. And that place had, and I don't know if it still does have, an old phone booth out on their little pier. And I made a journey out there once, and then this was part of my route getting there was, or at least getting back, was included this area. Let me go back and see if I can get a closer look at that little free library that I saw from the bus. And yes, I did realize I was going the wrong way in pursuit of this. This one lost its cover. Lost its, you don't even need to open this one. Politics Among Nations. That sounds really boring. Day of Tears by Julius Lester. Said slave 2 to slave 3. See that man there? Slave 3, which one? The man with the long black cane. Slave 4, I see him. Slave 3, oh, I see him now. I hope master don't sell none of us to him. He looks like the kind what eats a slave before breakfast every morning. Where's this payback? A novel, Lorenzo Carcetera. Just tell the truth, that's all you need to do. Once that's done, then I'll take care of the rest. Detective First Grade Eddie Kenwood walked around the small windowless room, hands deep inside the pockets of a pair of brown J-curve slacks, his eyes on the frightened young man slumped against the table, its wooden edges frayed and worn. Actually, what I used to do was I'd go to the libraries and just pick any book up and read first full paragraph on page 181, which is my magic number. Whoops, that's 182. How deep into it was Jack? What caused his sudden come-to-Jesus moment? Was he an innocent pawn or a guilty associate who decided to come clean before the heat came down on the firm? And if any of those concerns proved true, then how the hell would I explain it to Chris and not make him hate his father as well as me in the process? That's your page 181. Charter number 56,259. And where is this? Is this Great Neck? Is it Little Neck Boulevard? Maybe this is No Neck Avenue. I don't know. I got Great Neck, Little Neck, Middle Neck. I didn't see No Neck. That's probably a really old joke. Some jokes are old the first time somebody says them. Look, these folks are rolling a clock. There's something you see every day. not sure if I actually caught it, but I think I got a short 1-second clip of passing by George Santos's office. Can't believe he's still in office. But, I actually think it's all going to work out for him. I think he's going to end up being very successful with his non-stop lying. So it's only like 10 after 1. I thought it was later than this. I'm just going to keep walking. If I remember right, there was a pretty impressive art piece up ahead. Although it's been a number of years. Okay, so this is Little Neck Road. Middle Neck Road. Indeed, it is still here. Look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I really did think these kids were real the first time I saw them. And they look as real as they did last time I was here. And this is the information about this piece. A Handful of Keys by William M. Now up close, of course, you can tell they're not real, but from across the street, wow, that's another story. Looks like something out of the Renaissance. I guess the theater closed. I think this is where I'm going to turn back. Because even though it's not exactly late, the bus seems like it could be unpredictable. Assuming that's how I'd able to get back, I could just take the train. That's what I did last time. LIRR to Woodside. So just to get this out of my system, we've got Great Neck, Middle Neck, Little Neck, Rubber Neck, Long Neck, Neck and Neck, No Neck, I gotta get out of this neck of the woods. Oh boy, that's horrible. Alright, well, it was worth the trip, but only if there's actually a phone on the other side of this. I don't remember seeing this one last time I was here. This is at the LIRR. Bummer. And it was a PTS. We can guess as much because it has this thing. These shortcuts for the free calls. Not in bad shape as far as empty carcasses go. Verizon was just spray painted off. That's pretty cheap. But I'm guessing it was Long Island Railroad's responsibility to get rid of this all once and for all. Guess it's not a priority because it looks like it's been here a long time. exactly where we started, but it's close. At dial tone. Please deposit 50 cents for the next 15 minutes. Thank you. Let's see if it works when making calls. It does. I don't know how clearly you could hear that, but it's one of my fainter calls as I remember now, but the sucker works. So I'm just going to let it sit here. And if somebody picks up this handset and wants to be magically transported to the sound world of payphone radio, then that's what's going to happen.